Alrighty, it is time now for our next episode of Blue Jays Franchise, and our Blue Jays right now sit at 6-4 for the first 10 games of the season. And now it's time for our home opener against the Detroit Tigers. Detroit comes in at 3-6. They're going to throw Matt Manning onto the mound against Alek Manoah, who is 2-0 so far this season and has not allowed an earned run yet this year. Very impressive. What would be impressive, more impressive though, is getting a win in our home opener. So here's a look at the lineup that we'll be sending out for this game. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. not off to a good start. Just 146 so far through 10 games. But it's early, so we'll see if he... So I'm pretty confident he'll be able to pick it up. Brandon Belt is starting at DH today. Danny Jansen will be our catcher. So here we go.
Inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays.
And there's a look at the new dimensions for the Rogers Center.
So just about set. Today's starting pitcher, Alek Manoah. And he comes in on...
And yes, I did make a bit of a change to the settings. In the season opener against the Cardinals, I was using the meter to pitch. But I decided to change it to the classic buttons because that's what I'm used to.
Even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense, that's who he was last season, and if he's even close to that this year.
And Vierling sends this to center field. That's going to be caught. 2 away. And here is Miguel Cabrera. Ground ball to second. And Cabrera retired, and we head to the bottom of the first. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Alek Manoah.
Down in order go the Tigers. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. They'll score. You're watching.
There is Matt Manning, who so far has had just one start in 2023. He is 0-1. And George Springer is going to start things off.
Guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even...
It looks like a sold-out crowd at the Rogers Center for this Blue Jays home opener. And Springer with a ground ball with a line out right to third, 1 down. And here is Leota. Bagged 226 on the year, no home runs, but he does have 5 RBIs. Swing and a miss.
And the count 1-2.
Swing and a drive! Deep to left field, and Leota has hit his first major league home run, and it comes in the home opener for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Luke, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. Here's
So 1-0 lead now as Vlad Jr. comes to the plate. And that's going to be the base hit for a single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man,
Bo Bichette to the plate now. And Bichette off to a terrific start this season, hitting .366. But that's lined to second. And Guerrero is picked off to end the inning. But 1 run comes across, and we go to the second inning. And there's the swing that does it. Eric Haas leading off in the second inning for the Tigers, and there's strike 3. First K of the night for Manoah. Kerry Carpenter at the plate. Popped up. Chapman has it, and that will be out number 2.
And he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
And now Austin Meadows.
2-2 now.
Strike 3, and we go to the bottom of the second inning.
Tigers fail to make any noise, and it remains 1-0.
Varsho, Jansen, and Chapman will lead off in the bottom of the second for Toronto.
Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's Dalton Varsho.
Varsho hitting .371 on the year.
And now it's even up.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ripped on a line.
Varsho rips this to center, but that'll be caught. Here's Danny Jansen.
That one down the line.
2 away.
Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And here is Matt Chapman.
Ground ball bounces off the mound right to short. Throw to first in time. We go to the third inning.
2-3 inning. Back now in Toronto. Out of the third inning.
Jonathan Scope leads off in the bottom of the third. Here's a ground ball. 1 away.
Throws to first. Scope gone to the play. Now it's
Javier Baez up.
That one misses in the dirt. In the air, right.
In the air to right. 2 down.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Nick Maytom. That's
Grounder to Chapman. And we'll head to the bottom of the third.
over to first in time. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the DH.
Brandon Belt leads off in the bottom of the third for the Blue Jays. And that is smoked towards center. That is going to be up against the wall. Belt on his way towards second, and he's got a double.
Nicely, he put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. How do you put it all together there? And he's rewarded.
First double of the year for Brandon Belt, and upsets Whit Merrifield.
And a pitch. Good.
And that's going to be ball 4. Merrifield will draw a walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The right fielder, number 4. And the batter is George Springer. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield
And Springer is going to bunt.
And a sack bunt here.
And the third baseman can't pick it up. Everybody is going to be safe.
Number 35.
So now here's Leota.
He's already homered here in this one. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Ground ball, that's going to get through. 2 runs are going to score. And it's 3-0.
And they lead by 3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit. But
So here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Still nobody out, by the way, here in the bottom of the third. And, well, that's going to change as Guerrero gets into a double play.
And they turn the double play.
5-4-3 double play and upsets Bo Bichette.
Next pitch is popped.
And that's popped up to second to end the inning. 3-0 for the Blue Jays as we head to the 4th inning.
No errors and 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Tigers nothing. Back here at the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's a
Akil Badu leading off in the top of the 4th inning for the Tigers.
in for a strike.
well, after putting a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't
Foul
give the
ball.
team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a ball lifted left field.
One away.
Show makes the catch, and there's one away. Next to hit, Matt Vierling.
Matt Vierling is up. Ground ball to Manoah, 2 down.
Gets it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
And up steps Miguel Cabrera.
And here's the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Popped up.
Next pitch.
Guerrero has it, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th.
Cabrera is retired, and that will end the inning. Welcome back, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Dalton Varsho.
And Varsho cracks this to right. That ball is out of here. Dalton Varsho, it's his 2nd of the year, and it is 4-0 for Toronto.
That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet, and my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Alex Jansen in. The outfield playing in the pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap.
Jansen, ground ball.
Short.
1 down.
Over to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
The line to kick the pitch. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. And there are 2 outs.
2 away.
Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt. Doubled his first time up. On the
Ground ball.
side.
And we'll head to the 5th inning. 4-0 Blue Jays.
For the out. Play made, that ends the inning. Toronto and welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Eric Haas. 2-1 pitch is in there. The count is even. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Here's the left fielder, Kerry Carpenter. He popped out his first time. Next pitch misses inside. And the count 2-1.
Ground Chapman, 2 down.
And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Here's Austin Meadows.
With another ground ball. Good execution.
The Tigers still looking for their first hit in this one.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce it.
Swing and miss, and we go to the bottom of the 5th.
3, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it here, 4-0. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Whit.
And base hit for Whit Merrifield.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel...
And the Tigers are going to change pitchers. Matthew Boyd is going to come in.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at this place. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Matthew Boyd gets handed.
And I don't know who is trying to call me, but
Really tough guy to take deep this
it
season.
starts with a V, and I don't recognize a number like that.
Makes the catch for the out.
1 away.
And at first, and stepping in is the speedy number 35. The pitch.
And there's a base hit in the center for Leota. Merrifield on his way to 3rd, and he'll slide in there.
Shorten up the swing. And
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. Outfield playing very deep.
Fly ball. Center field, that'll be out number 2. Merrifield to the plate, and he will score. That'll be a sacrifice fly for Guerrero, 5-0 Blue Jays.
in the air, worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner for 3rd.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Ground ball,
Scope collects.
and we go to the 6th.
That ends the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on.
Scope leading off in the 6th inning for the Tigers.
And now it's Jonathan Scope. And a ball and 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
And that is foul.
We'll do it again. Tapped out in front of the plate. Fires
One down.
Guerrero. Scope gone on the play.
Here's Javier Baez.
He's 0 for 1. Javier Baez, who hails from Puerto Rico, he was the 9th overall pick in 2011 by the
Swing and a miss.
What a fun player to watch. Won the World Series in 2016. He was the NLCS MVP, and of course,
Nick Maton. Strike 3 looking, and we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. The pitch. Popped in the air. Left field. Carpenter makes the play. 1 down. Now the catcher up to hit. Danny Jansen. The outfield playing into Cole with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap.
Base hit for Jansen.
Base hit. Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
Chapman is up.
Field deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Jansen, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Base hit for Chapman in the right. Jansen up to second base.
Quickly. So first and second, down 1 out.
Here's Brandon Belt.
Pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But
Base hit for Belt in the right field. And the bases are loaded up.
The runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. And now
Here's Merrifield.
Merrifield.
really good piece of hitting last time going to the opposite field.
This one high in the air.
High in the air, and that is caught.
Makes the catch.
Here's the throw to the plate. It's cut off. And the run will score. It's 6-0. Merrifield has a sac fly. And up steps Springer.
Right there, bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if you can get this next out.
Out there to center.
Popped up towards center. And second baseman has it. We go to the 7th.
That'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th. And here's the Tiger leadoff.
Badu to the left. 1 down.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out number 1. Matt Beerley up now for the Tigers. Next offering is in for a strike.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today.
Foul ball.
Fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss. 2 down.
Out swinging. Gassed it right.
Manoah has struck out 7, and up steps Miguel Cabrera.
And a pitch. The other way.
And oh! Springer dove, couldn't quite come up with it, and Cabrera's going to reach for the Tigers' first hit of the game.
Bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank.
Here's Eric Koss.
The mound moving forward.
Ground ball, diving stop at second, and the inning is over.
Welcome back, bottom of the inning. And now for the
Matt Boyd still on the mound for the Tigers, and here is Leota.
this one pops,
That's popped up, 1 down.
drops into the glove, 1 away.
I mean, he's pitching right now like a guy
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
more than a 93-mile-per-hour fastball at best.
Bounced up the middle. Baez picks it up.
2 away.
First, 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays.
And Bichette lines it into left. That's going to be extra bases. Bichette heading to second base. Here's the throw. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Rip that one down.
A 2-out double for Bichette. His 4th 2-base hit of the year.
Keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Only only one inning today so far. The Blue Jays have not scored. That was in the second inning.
Foul ball still 1-2 count. And there's a fly ball deep right field.
And Varsho hits it off the wall. And he is going to be in the second of a stand-up double. Bichette will score it 7-0.
Spin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here's Danny Jansen.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Danny Jansen, for the 4th time tonight. In the air, out towards right center. Meadows.
And we will head to the 8th inning.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. For the top of the 8th, here's the left field.
Kerry Carpenter leading it off.
That one misses, and that's ball 2.
40,256 the attendance for tonight's game, and that's popped up to right.
Springer drifts towards it.
One down.
Brings it in, and there's one down. Now it's Austin Meadows. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
Base hit, Austin Meadows. That's going to be into the gap for extra bases. Just the second hit that has been given up by Manoah in this game.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over.
Scope to the plate, and that's going to be a walk.
Ball 4 to a board.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Javier Baez.
Both Pop and Swanson are warming up. Here's Javier Baez.
In the air, out
Towards center field, and that is caught.
with a nice
2 away.
Yeah, there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Nick Maton. Kicks Indians.
Tapped in front of the plate.
High chopper. Jansen.
And inning over. We go to the bottom of the 8th.
Here's strand of pair. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Bottom of the 8th. And here is Matt Chapman.
Swanson is going to come. Looks like he's going to come on in the 9th.
Swing and a line drive.
Base hit.
Out into center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive. At the plate, Brandon Bell. Left-hand hitter waits. Hard ground ball.
Base hit for Belt.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Got the top of the
And that's going to be it for Boyd. Ronnie Garcia will come on. Merrifield to the plate.
Generated some good bat speed.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Ronnie Garcia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard,
He'll slings to second on the Mickey. They get
2 away.
back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Lots of pop.
And Kevin Kiermaier is going to pinch hit for Springer here in the 8th inning.
Kevin Kiermaier looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. That one to first.
And for just the second time today, the Blue Jays do not score in an inning. And that will do it for Alek Manoah.
Kevin Kiermaier going to the right field.
Eric Swanson enters for the Blue Jays.
Swanson gets the ball now.
and you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations
One down.
like this as well.
And there's one down. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. Next offering into dirt. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time at the Belton Finals. Bounce to the left side.
Ground ball. Bichette has it. And
Nearly in time.
that's going to be an infield single.
That's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on
Here's
base
Miguel
to possibly
Cabrera.
do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And that's past the sliding Vladimir Guerrero.
Fired in quickly. first and second with only one away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I really
There's Haas now.
He didn't just push it the other way through the infield.
Chopper back to Swanson. Over the first 2 down, runners move up.
Field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked and he got it done.
And here's Kerry Carpenter.
Up now for the Tigers.
Swing and a miss. And it's a 7-0 shutout victory for the Blue Jays over the Detroit Tigers in the home opener. A very exciting game here, and we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.